Next up in our small batch 2-hop series is beer number 16, Centennial Cascade with honey malt. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to try beer number 16 in our 2-hop small batch series. This is Centennial Cascade, so we're using 2 pounds of 2-row, then 4 ounces of honey malt. For the hop schedule, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 10, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 5 minutes. Then for dry hop, 3 days into fermentation, we're using 0.25 ounces of both Centennial and Cascade in there. So this one was bottled on 10/5, came out to be 6.49% ABV. This is one I just wanted to try. In some of the New England IPA recipes, they use honey malt. So I wanted to use a regular base malt with honey just to see if we could get some of that. We'll test honey malt a lot more, but I thought it would fit in with this. You get that grapefruit, maybe some floral, maybe some citrus, and I think that honey might just up it a little bit. I think this will not be good once it starts aging, as I think it'll really turn into honey water. But I think right now, if you drink this IPA fresh, I don't think you'll have a big deal. So let's go ahead and open it, get it into a glass, and see what we think. Definitely a different color than I'm used to, but that honey, it looks like honey water. Really. And that's what it's going to do. You start using these adjunct malts, or let's see. So the SRM on 2-row is 1.8 to, I want to say 2.2, somewhere around in there. And honey malt is 25 SRM. So it's going to start climbing or turning that color from light to getting darker. So that's what you would expect. This is what I would expect from using a honey malt. We're using 4 ounces, which is technically a little over 11% of the grain bill. No head, not sure why. Maybe it just needs to carb a little bit more. What bubbles I do have are white. Color. Red, orange in color. Very, I would say, caramely color. Very hazy. I can't see through it. Some bubbles coming up, but yeah, I would think that's what you would expect. It almost looks like honey. We'll have to see what the other honey beers that use honey malt turn out like, but this is what it should be. It's just throwing me off a little bit because I just did beers 14 and 15, and they're bright yellow in color. Then we come to this. Let's go ahead and smell. I do get a little bit of that floral citrus, and that's about it. I don't get any sugar or any sweet malt, nothing like that. I'm sure there's a little bit but from what I can pick up, I'm getting the floral from the Centennial and probably some citrus from, getting the floral from the Cascade, then getting the citrus from the Centennial. Let's go ahead and taste. Kind of the sweetness is amped up. It does taste a little bit more like honey. Almost, kind of, not as sweet though. If you took a cracker and you drizzled a little bit of honey on there and ate it, not as sweet as pure honey, but it's got that light cracker quality. Then you get some of that floral and a touch of that citrus. It is a thicker beer. I do think that honey malt is covering up a lot of those hops in there, but I think it's fine. because I'm getting a lot more floral from this, but I think it works well because of the honey quality, the malt honey taste. It's not coming through as like a sweetness. It's like a light cracker, light bread taste in there that's coming off as honey with some floral mixed in there. A little bitterness on the back. Aftertaste is a smoother, sweet taste. I'm really not, maybe a touch of citrus in there, but I think that dominant flavor is that honey. Yeah, I think it works well. Would this be something I would make 5 gallons of? Probably not. But I don't see a problem with it. I think this is tasting what it should taste. You're starting to use adjuncts or different kind of specialty grains in here, and you're gonna get something different. Maybe instead of 4 ounces, you went to 2 ounces, and maybe that floral and that citrus grapefruit would have came out a little bit more. I can see this one aging not well if you don't like that maltiness, but it's not coming off as a maltiness. It's honey. So yeah, I think this one's fine. ABV's covered up, but for almost 7, right? Yeah, 6.5%. I don't think you should be getting any alcohol. So if you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.